Hey, Gale.
Hey!
Thanks for joining me.
Awesome. This is really exciting. Thank you for having me.
Oh my God. So I asked you here today because I wanted to talk to you about fursuit dancing and just the dance for community in general. The dance for community is what brought me into the fandom, so I wanted to talk to some of the people who helped bring me in and get a chance to sit down and chat and see what we can learn.
Awesome.
All right. So first cliche question.
Yeah.
What first got you interested in dancing in general?
So dancing in general, I had always kind of enjoyed dancing, but in a very like white girl sense, in that I wasn't good at it, but I always liked, at like school dances or homecoming or something like that, when you're with all your friends and you're just dancing around and having a good time. Yep. And I had never considered like learning how to properly dance or any sort of techniques until when I went to the University of Vermont in 2009 to start college there. There was an opening for the mascot, and I had always wanted to be a mascot.
Yeah.
But we didn't have a costumed mascot in high school. So I applied, and I quickly realized one of the funnest things to do during the breaks, because they were always playing, today's hits or like
top 40 type stuff.
Top, throwback to like Backstreet Boys and stuff. I was like, oh, I want to dance. And so I started just learning any of the fad dances, just to be able to perform it as a mascot, because that was always a hit with the kids.
Yeah.
And it was actually through looking up mascot videos online one day that I was just auto-playing on YouTube, and a video popped up, and there's these 4 costumed mascots, and they're on an all black stage. No one's wearing jerseys, so I was very confused. I was like, what school is this? And they performed to So You Think You're Gangsta.
Oh my God.
I was like, what is this? And there was a dog, a raccoon, a rat, and another dog. I was like, what on earth? Like, what did I just stumble upon? Because it was great choreo, really fun. I'd never seen mascot suits that, like, form-fitting and really, really small heads. And I was like, okay. So I scrolled down, and it was like Further Confusion 2008 variety show. I'm like, what the hell is Further Confusion? So I just Googled Further Confusion, and the webpage pops up. I click on it. It was FurryCon in California. I'm like, what the hell is a FurryCon?
You're confused about Furry Confusion?
Yeah, I was very confused. And so I just started rabbit holing. I was like, what did I just stumble upon? And from there is where I started to find fursuit dancers. And those first few dancers I had found were Squeak, Duke the Dancing Dog, JD Puppy, and Dex Raccoon.
Yeah, some throwback. And
I was like, wow, this is cool. This is really cool. And so I started looking for more videos, and eventually I found like, a lot of my heroes were, those 4 original guys, and like V was an amazing dancer, Doryu, back with his OG Doryu suit, Quick Cheetah. And I was like, wow, like this is cool. I want to do this. And so I just started pursuing it, and watching videos and trying to teach myself, like, just go for it. So, oh my God, it was a very good rabbit hole to fall down.
Yeah. So which was your first event that you attended?
So the first event that I attended but didn't participate in, both were at AntherCon 2011.
Okay.
I went to the first ever Floor Wars, which was at AC 2011.
Nice. Yeah.
And I had seen strobes there, but we didn't interact that year. We actually interacted the following year. But I was like, wow, this is cool, like a battle event? Like, this is real. And then, of course, that fursuit dance competition at AntherCon, you're like, oh my God.
I can identify with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first, the first dance comp, so it was my first dance comp, but like, my first AntherCon dance comp that I went to earlier this year, getting to see all those people that I've been watching online, and I've like grown to kind of idolize a little bit working towards my own dancing. I like literally was like brought to tears. I like seeing teriyaki and strobes and just like all those people out there, I was like, it got me emotional.
Yeah. I definitely feel that. Like sometimes you're watching them and you're like, this is the coolest thing in the world. This is everything I've ever dreamt of.
Mm-hmm.
And I am actually here in person watching it.
It's so different than seeing it like on YouTube or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very surreal.
So I wanted to ask you, as part of that, what do you feel like dance, the dance for community and the like dance fursuit competition, stuff like that, what do you feel like that's done for like the community at large?
Oh my lord. So there's definitely been an immense change due to dance in the fandom. Very, very quick history recap is that the very first fursuit dance competition was at FWA 2008. But prior to that, every now and then a group of fursuiters or a solo fursuiter would do a dance in one of the variety shows at conventions. Mm-hmm. And FWA said, hey, like, let's make this its own event. And, you know, we'll make it a competition. There'll be a first, second, third. And it took off. People were like, oh god, this is cool. Like getting to watch people in a full costume doing like a whole dance competition. That's awesome. And
yeah.
2011 and 12 was like when it exploded at like every big con had it. Mm-hmm. And then I feel like 2014 is when every small con was like, we need one. Mm-hmm. In 2014, I feel like is also where Floor Wars took off. Floor Wars used to be like, you know, in a panel room. Mm-hmm. Great energy and everything, but it was like, bleep. Now it's like the main event compared to so many other events at cons. And I think that, one, it has given a lot of people in the fandom a goal to reach towards, which is really wonderful. Because not all of us are artistically inclined or like good at writing, authors. Maybe music's not your thing, but maybe you have 10 minutes a day or an hour a week where you can just drill dancing and you know, work on it and have a goal of like, my goal is to get into a dance competition. My goal is to get into a Floor Wars, that type of thing. Or even my goal is to try. And I think it has given a whole new set of people in the fandom a beautiful thing to reach towards, to be able to participate in. And it also promotes health. It promotes working out. It promotes
physical activity,
which is really great.
And those kind of skills are things that you can like apply anywhere.
Absolutely. And I think one of the coolest things about dance is that we have a lot of furries that are crossing over into the realm of like local battles or national competitions and such, as well as we're starting to get people from outside of the fandom that are interested in the dance scene and the furry fandom. Like here in Chicago, there's a great dance scene, and so we actually have dancers from Chicago that come in and help judge Floor Wars, help judge dance comps, lead charity workshops. And they're coming in and they're getting to see the fandom and going, wow, this is really cool. Also, these dancers know what they're doing. And so it's cool. It's, you know, people sharing their passions and nobody has to care about anything else. So.
And I think it's been really interesting too is that, like I know back at Anthrocon, it felt like half the competitors were like under the age of 18.
Oh my god, the kids. This is like a new phenomenon in the furry fandom in general. The furry fandom used to be like you became 18 and you became independent, and it was like finally you could be like, I can finally go to the dog people convention. Yay! Now kids are just like literally children, and they go, Mom, Dad, I'm a furry. It's cool. I want to go to a furry convention. And parents are going, okay. And it's crazy awesome. You get so many supportive parents coming out to these events. Being able to see moms and dads spend time with their kids, where the kids like are having fun and in a more nerdy, like off-color way is awesome. And seeing these kids just pursue dance so young, that's gonna do wonders for them. I mean, like I was saying earlier, like it introduces fitness into their daily routines, which is great because I mean, the world is kind of revolved around computers now, so sometimes it can be hard to motivate yourself to get up and get going. And so it's great in a world where you maybe don't like sports. This is like a lot of stuff comes with sports. There's the politics of it.
Yeah.
There's the attitude of it, you know, the more jock type of deal. And if that's not your thing, you might shy away from that. But if you still want to do an activity, something like dance is a great outlet. And it's a very good emotional outlet as well.
So what do you feel like dance has done for you lately?
Well, when I first started dancing in the fandom, it was because I wanted to dance and perform and entertain, make people fun, laugh, make people happy. And I always enjoyed that. But I've had an incredible opportunity to get more on the organizational side of things where I'm either running or emceeing or judging. And whilst I do miss being able to go out and dance as much at conventions, it's great because I get to watch everybody grow. I get to support the community that's given me so much. And I know, like, if I'm having a bad day, I can just go home and I could put on some, like, metal or something and just rock out in my house. Or I could put something really emotional on and just jive out to that. Or I could just put something really happy on and just let it all out.
Yeah, it's a good way to express yourself in a healthy way.
Yeah.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
Why don't we go take a look and see what's behind the scenes?
Oh yeah, we've got the dance competition coming up, and this is gonna be crazy.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, the behind the scenes is quite the view.
All right, so let's go take a look.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so we're here with Dushep, and we're gonna be taking a look at the dance comp behind the scenes. So,
all right, so thank you guys for joining me. You know, Gale, she was a little too tired this morning, so I had to come take her place. But yeah, we're here. It's Sunday afternoon here at MFF 2019, and it's about 45 minutes before dance comp starts. So we wanted to give you guys a little behind the scenes of what things are like. Just please note that some dancers are headless at the moment, so they'll either be cut out of the shot or blurred. So let's go do an exploration of what it's like to be here before the storm commences. So, you know, normal main ballroom setup. We have the crazy AV team that provides awesome lights and sound for us. We even have this crazy jib rig so they can get these sweeping shots of the competition. Over here is where the judges sit. This is where our judges sit and watch the competition, see what things are going to be happening this year. It's always very fun, very exciting. They're all still arriving and getting settled. We've got a bunch of dancers getting ready, practicing, making sure their footing is secure. Something you always want to check out when you get here early. Make sure your foot paws are going to play nicely with the dance area.
Good luck.
Now let's head backstage and check stuff out. As you can see, it's constantly moving back here. AB is constantly doing things. So we're gonna go this way. Here's our big monster projector that's projecting onto the screens for the audience. Backstage on this side, we have a little bit of a sound equipment. And then on the other side of the stage, we actually have the AV set up where they can decide which camera view they want to feed to the screens up front. And then here is where myself and the dancers stand when we're getting ready to go on stage for, you know, whoever's going out next. This is the moment. This is where it all sets in for a lot of our dancers back here that, oh man, I'm going up next, I gotta do my performance. So this tends to be the moment of zen before you go out on stage. Then you run up those steps and it's time to dance. And now, let's see what the view's like from up there. Well, obviously, once you're dancing up here, you've got a hell of a view of the audience, which don't really, because the lights honestly get very much blinding, and it almost feels like you're dancing into a big black ocean. But this is it. This is behind the scenes of Dance Comp, now about 40 minutes out. Hope you enjoyed it. See you at the live show.